Do you think starting your career at Williams, we all went through that roller coaster of emotions with you in the battle for your first points? Do you actually think stepping into a car towards the rear of the grid gives you a bit of a unique edge over some of these competitors who maybe stepped into a very fast car?
I think that's something you would never know. It's something I tell myself because I like to be glass half full and I want to take the positive out of every situation. But I could sit here and say I lost 3 years of my career because I was in a car that was right at the back of a grid and I couldn't fight for wins. Or you can see all the positives from my time there. I look at those years now thinking, yeah, perhaps I did learn more racing at the back compared to what some of my rivals may have done being thrown in the deep end from the beginning. Some drivers have been thrown in at the deep end early and it's hurt their careers. For example, Max Verstappen obviously got his promotion after 18 months. But perhaps if he went into a team like Mercedes against Lewis Hamilton at the peak of his powers, it could have damaged his career. So you've got to look at it from both sides, and for sure Max was a greater driver after 3 or 4 years under his belt compared to where he was after 18 months under his belt. If you're going up against a guy who's absolutely in his prime and dominating in the car that he's so used to, maybe he wouldn't be in the position he is today. So I've got to be grateful for the people who have advised me and helped me and nurtured me to this position. In those 3 years that passed by, perhaps I could have been fighting a bit higher up the grid, but if I wasn't in a Mercedes, I wouldn't have been fighting for championships. So what's the difference for me? At the end of the day, I want to win championships, and if I was at the back of the grid, or let's say if I was fighting for top 7s, to be honest there's no difference. Ultimately, I'm happy with where I am right now.